Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Alexandra Carter. Governor Tony Evers visiting UW La Crosse today to promote the campus's new science center. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live on campus. Seth, this was part of the governor's back to school tour, right?
Yeah, it was, and it just finished up his visit here at UWL, where he toured the Prairie Springs Science Center and viewed its progress. The Prairie Springs Science Center plan began in 2018, where it later faced roadblocks from Republicans, citing budget concerns. But the funding for the $194 million renovations was secured in July when Governor Evers signed it into law. He spoke on the importance of funding science in society.
It's part of our economy. A huge part of our economy. You see people that get a degree in science and all sorts of engineering arenas and others, and so it's just important to emphasize that, and they're doing a great job of that here.
Part of Phase 2's completion will demolish Cowley Hall, the university's current science center, which is 60 years old. Work on the project will begin in spring of 2026 and is expected to be complete by fall of 2028. And just for reference, nearly half of UWL's 10,000 student population is pursuing a degree in the sciences. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.
All right, some important updates, Seth. Thank you. The DNR, meanwhile, reminding hunters to test their deer for chronic wasting disease this season. CWD is a fatal neurological disease that affects deer, elk, and moose. Officials say infected deer can look healthy for months before showing symptoms. That's why hunters should test all of their deer, not just the ones that look sick. Hunters can drop off deer heads at 24-hour kiosks or have meat processors collect samples.
My hope, at least, is that will provide more motivation for hunters where CWD prevalence is not so high to proactively manage the deer herd in their areas and do the appropriate CWD management.
Health officials say don't eat meat from deer that test positive. The hunt for the 2025 Oktoberfest medallion is now over. It was found at Veterans Memorial Pool by Gavin Gamroth, Kinsey Reynolds, and Eilers, Elena Rosenau, and Greg Sokup. The hunt went on for 9 days. The group won $500 cash and a replica medallion, among other prizes. Congrats to them. Splash pads in La Crosse are closed for the season now. City Park officials making that announcement this morning. There are 3 at Copeland, Springbrook, and Pogue Park. The splash pads will reopen in the spring.
Well, it's great timing because today is the first full day, I should say, of astronomical fall. We could have created our own splash pads out there, though, especially yesterday. With all the rain that the area saw, heaviest amounts fell mainly along and south of I-90. Minnesota along the River Valley seeing the highest amounts, especially in Fillmore and Houston County, seeing well over 2 inches. Even Spring Valley seeing over 2.5 inches. La Crosse coming just under 2 inches. Otherwise, most of the area, again, south of I-90, at least saw somewhat over an inch, if not over 1.5 inches. So a very wet day to finish the wet period that we had. And I do mean finish because we do have much drier conditions. Radar is quiet looking outside right now. It's one of the first days in a while where I can say that. But if we take a broader view, you can see that system that was giving us all those troubles has moved to the south and into the east. Today is the first full day of astronomical fall, but there are some signs of winter coming for some of us across the country. I'll have more details on that coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Now to a developing story involving the Secret Service, that agency taking down a plot that could have impacted the UN meetings going on right now. Agents dismantled a network of more than 300 SIM servers and 100,000 SIM cards in the New York area. They say they could have crippled telecom systems and launched anonymous phone attacks, a move that could have disrupted security as world leaders arrive in New York. The 80th United Nations General Assembly kicking off in New York this morning. Speaking of, President Trump delivered a fiery speech criticizing the UN and multiple world leaders, as CBS's Jared Hill reports.
President Trump's speech at the United Nations General Assembly opened with a lighthearted technical issue.
That whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
But Trump brought a serious message for world leaders, telling them the United Nations isn't living up to its potential.
What is the purpose of the United Nations?
The president claimed to have ended 7 wars and said he got no help from the UN.
for the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war.
Trump has been calling for a deal to end the fighting between Israel and Hamas, but says the creation of a Palestinian state would only reward Hamas.
But instead of giving in to Hamas's ransom demands, those who want peace should be united with one message: release the hostages now.
Several close U.S. allies are joining a growing list of nations who say they'll recognize a Palestinian state. France joining that list just yesterday.
Et le peuple palestinien.
President Trump also said he thought he would have ended Russia's war against Ukraine by now.
I thought that would be the easiest because of my relationship with President Putin, which had always been a good one.
Overnight, Ukraine said Russian missile strikes killed 2 people and damaged civilian infrastructure, while Russia says it intercepted drones headed for Moscow. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
The other big story of the day, Jimmy Kimmel returning to Late Night Tonight. ABC, of course, pulled his show after Kimmel's comments following the Charlie Kirk shooting. The controversial move led more than 400 Hollywood stars to sign a letter from the ACLU calling Kimmel's removal unconstitutional.
Disney prides itself on being a very creative company. A lot of Hollywood was against this. So I'm sure that Disney noticed very quickly.
But not all of ABC's affiliated stations will carry Kimmel's comeback show. Sinclair and Nexstar plan to keep him off their stations. Kimmel's return is our News 8 Now poll question of the day. Do you agree with Disney ABC's decision to bring Kimmel back on air? So far, 63% voting yes, 35% say no. Oracle will control TikTok's algorithm for U.S. users. That is according to a White House official. The algorithm had been a big question in the TikTok deal. If completed, the deal will transfer control of TikTok's U.S. operations to a new joint venture based in the U.S. The investors will include Oracle and the private equity firm Silver Lake. The U.S. has a new top-selling beer, Michelob Ultra, passing the previous leader, Modelo. That's according to Circana. Officials there say the launch of their non-alcoholic beer helped the boost, but the beer industry as a whole is struggling. Retail sales have dropped about 5% this year. Still to come for us here on the news at noon, Tylenol makers stock plunging after Trump's autism claims, the company calling the allegations baseless. And Spirit Airlines putting nearly 2,000 flight attendants on leave as the budget carrier cuts flights and restructures after bankruptcy.
Don't miss Ashley's Super Sleep Weekend. For 4 days only, receive up to $300 Ashley cash with select mattress purchase. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Friday through Monday, only at Ashley.
New Gain Tango Scent Boosters. With 2 irresistible scents coming together, you can't help but dance. Oh, wow, that's fresh. New Gain Tango Scent Boosters. More scent, more joy.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Asher Lassen Exteriors has moved to Chippewa Falls and is celebrating with a grand opening on Friday, September 26th. Come check out our showcase of Renewal by Anderson windows and doors, Gutter Helmet, Tundra seamless gutters, and Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens. We have amazing prize drawings and special savings of up to 25% off for our guests. Join us at Asher's at our new showroom at 1654 Commercial Boulevard in Chippewa Falls on Friday, September 26th from 10 to 5. Visit goasher.com for all the details.
G&T. Get a heat pump for your home or office space. In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
Don't miss Ashley's Super Sleep Weekend. For 4 days only, receive a free gift with select mattress purchase. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Friday through Monday only at Ashley.
In our consumer news today, Spirit Airlines putting flight attendants on involuntary leave as the discount carrier struggles with financial woes. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has the latest business news headlines from New York.
Shares of Kenvue, the maker of Tylenol, tumbled more than 7% Monday. President Trump announced the Food and Drug Administration believes the use of acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, and many cold and flu medications during pregnancy can be associated with an increased risk of autism, though medical experts have said the medication is safe. In a statement to CBS News, Kenvue said, quote, independent sound science clearly shows that taking acetaminophen does not cause autism. Spirit Airlines announced it is putting about 1,800 flight attendants on leave as it cuts flights and restructures the business to reduce costs. The budget carrier has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection twice this year. An airline spokesperson confirmed the furloughs to CBS News after they were first reported in the Wall Street Journal. And Amazon is facing a jury trial in Seattle focusing on allegations by federal regulators that it duped customers into signing up for Prime membership and made it difficult to cancel. The FTC alleges Amazon was part of what it called a years-long effort to trick millions of customers into automatically renewing Prime subscriptions. Amazon denies the accusations. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Coming up, why patient death rates are rising at certain hospitals and a link between alcohol and suicide. Those details ahead. First, we'll take a live look at what's happening this afternoon on Wall Street. Stay with us. We're back after this.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Thanks to Congressman Derek Van Orden, everything is a lot more expensive right now. Not only did he support all the tariffs that are hiking prices on everyday essentials from groceries to school supplies, he also voted to raise healthcare costs by cutting Medicaid. Meanwhile, families are trying to stretch every dollar to pay their bills. And now Republicans in Congress are actually threatening to shut down the government, which will cause even more economic chaos. Call Derek Van Orden and tell him to stop raising costs on Wisconsin families.
Experience the value of a clear, beautiful property with Red Cedar Line and Lot Clearing. With 40-plus years experience in the forestry industry, we take great care to preserve the integrity of your land. From fence and property lines to easement and right-of-way, we clear lines and lots of all types. Family-owned and operated, Red Cedar Line and Lot Clearing will work with you to build a comprehensive estimate and assist you in all your agricultural maintenance needs. So contact us today.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Coming up, who's ready for some wild food debates? Let's do it. From viral trends.
This is like a thing, you guys.
No. To concert controversies.
Get up and have a good time.
And dating disasters.
It's pretty deceptive.
The hosts of CBS Mornings are here for it all. Then,
it's football season! Yeah!
Tips to make the ultimate game day dip. Plus, Drew's got Ted Lasso star Brett Goldstein.
Today at 3 on News 8.
In our medical news today, the more alcohol people drink, the greater their risk for suicide. An analysis published in JAMA found that for every 1 liter per capita increase in alcohol consumption, the suicide mortality rate increases by more than 3%. The impact was the same for both men and women. Alcohol is a well-established risk factor for suicide. Patient death rates often rise after hospitals are acquired by private equity firms. Research published in the Annals of Internal Medicine found that staffing and salary cuts after takeovers impact patient care. The result is reduced capacity for high-risk patients and shorter ICU stays. Patients are also more likely to be transferred to other hospitals. Not enough women are being screened for anxiety and depression before and after pregnancy. A study of large urban medical centers published in JAMA found only 3 to 14% of women were screened for anxiety and depression, and 50 to 70% of women with symptoms of mental health disorders don't get a diagnosis. Women who do receive mental health services show faster reduction in depression symptoms. As we head to break, we'll take a live look outside from CityCam 8. Nicole's in next with a look at our forecast.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
When you don't use Bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster. It turns clothes into static magnets for your hair. Use Bounce to stop it. Whoa. If you want static-resistant clothes,
when it comes to motorcycle representation, only one firm comes to mind, Hupy and Abraham.
They're very well known for handling motorcycle cases. We knew that we could trust them. They got me way more than I thought I would get.
If you want all the money you deserve, remember the name Hupy and Abraham.
Bikers choose Hupy and Abraham because of the reputation of getting the best results of any other law firm.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Shop our huge selection of window images, blinds, and shades. From faux wood, room darkening blinds to light filtering shades. We've got all your window needs covered. Plus, get them trimmed to width for free. These cordless vinyl blinds are $9.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of Max shower doors, bathtubs, and shower surrounds. Right now, get this Max U-Tile corner shower kit for $2119.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy, but Allegra is different. It's fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school.
357.
Try Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Well, the autumnal equinox happened yesterday afternoon, meaning that we had equal parts daylight to nighttime, and now as we continue on into about December, we're going to see our daylight continue to dwindle away, and the nights are going to get a little bit longer than the daytime. It's definitely a good sign that fall is on the way. Feeling a little bit like fall out there as we look outside right now. Most of the area is still holding on to the 60s. Some of us, though, further into west central Wisconsin, actually already climbing into the 70s. If we take a broader look at it, what a fall day out there. This is exactly what you expect in these transitional seasons. Folks down in Texas already getting close to 90 degrees by the noon hour. And then out in the Rockies, Denver sitting at 49 right now. So they're getting a little bit of a taste of winter. With that, we also have a major hurricane brewing over in the Atlantic. Not going to be making landfall anytime soon anywhere, but it is a Category 4, fairly strong storm. Should be weakening now as we go throughout the next few days. So we have major hurricanes. We have decently fall-like conditions in our neck of the woods, and we also have snow across the country. It's a very, very fall-like day here in Denver, just off into the Rockies, seeing our first signs of winter in the country, actually prompting winter weather advisory to be alerted for the possibility of 4 to 10 inches to fall on those mountain passes, and then of course if you go further up into the peaks, closer to over a foot is possible, and it's going to be that wet, heavy snow. So definitely not a fun situation over here. Back home though, it's going to to be pretty nice. Not expecting any snow for quite some time, thankfully. 74 is your high today, this afternoon in La Crosse. 72 in Eau Claire. We still have a very, very light chance to have an isolated shower popping up, mainly as we go into the later afternoon hours near and south of I-94. You can see a few isolated light showers popping up. That'll be the good news. We're really not expecting any thunderstorm activity today, so the rain amounts won't be nearly as heavy as we saw yesterday, but you might feel a couple sprinkles as you head home from work possibly, or just head out and about as we go into the evening hours, again mainly north of I-90. A lot of that really starts to dissipate and fall apart as we head into the overnight period. Lows tonight then a little bit cooler than we have been. 56 in La Crosse, 53 in Eau Claire. We had dense fog across portions of the area this morning. We'll likely see another round of fog as we go into tomorrow morning as well. Could be a little bit patchier, a little less dense, or at least it might not stick around for quite as long as we saw it this morning, but likely expect another foggy morning ahead of us. That could be a trend going throughout this week, especially as we get a little bit of a cooler temperatures tomorrow and the day after. We have a warm up on the way after that though, so enjoy these fall-like temperatures while we have them pretty close to average as we go into tomorrow. 72 for your high in La Crosse, 71 in Eau Claire going into your Wednesday. Even southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa could possibly be staying below 60 degrees. So it'll be a quiet and mild day, but those mild temperatures really don't look like they're going to last forever. We talked about snow today, but in our area, we have the chance to maybe be reaching close to 80 again as we go into Friday. Overall, looking like a very good forecast for Oktoberfest. We're getting another break. Last year, it was gorgeous weather, very similar to this too, and it's going to be dry, thankfully, so
that
definitely a good weekend to enjoy anyway.
Okay, perfect weather to come.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Still to come for us, New Jersey tries to break the world's record for largest pizza party, but something goes wrong when hundreds of people don't show up. We'll tell you those details just ahead.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support. From the field to the barn, our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben today.
I looked in my rearview mirror and said, this guy's not stopping, and it sounded like an explosion went off. I had some pretty serious injuries, as did my daughter. Everybody that I came into contact with Schwabel, Getz & Sieben, they were so nice. It wasn't stressful. I felt very calm and at ease.
In every case, we bring an experienced legal team to work on behalf of our clients. Call or visit Schwabel.com.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product, with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Finally, for us today, Newark, New Jersey falls short in its attempt to break the world record for largest pizza party. New Haven, Connecticut still holds the record after Newark's failed attempt earlier this week. More than 1,200 pies were ordered, 10,000 people registered, but only 3,500 pizza lovers showed up. 1,000 people short of New Haven's record of 4,500. Wow, so disappointing. Bet there was a lot of leftover pizza. Nicole is back with one more check of our weather after the break.
Do you have sewer problems hiding underground? Whether it's tree roots or common blockages,
Our video inspections not only detect what's causing the issue, but give you the video proof of what it is. Schedule your video inspection with us today.
Get yourself to the annual Warren's Cranberry Festival the last full weekend in September. Stroll over 3 miles of the most unique art and craft, flea and farm vendors in the country. If you can't find it here, you won't find it anywhere. See a working cranberry marsh with free walking tours. Eat your way through over 80 food booths, including ethnic specialties and Warren's own cranberry cream puff. And stay through Sunday and enjoy our grand parade. It's all happening the last full weekend of September. Just take the Warren's exit off I-94.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
There's a lot happening in your world. Get a first look from Ken and Emily on News 8 Now at 5. Rough weather ahead? Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart tracks the storms, warns you first, and keeps you safe. Every weekday right here at 5 o'clock.
Well, it's not unusual to see the 80s at this point in the year. Actually, the average date that we say goodbye to the 80-degree weather is about September 30th, so that's coming up, and we likely will see a couple more 80s going in to the last week of September. By the 30th, the high is still looking to be around 79. So still holding on to those, I guess, summer-like temperatures, but it's not unusual.
We're hanging in there. All right, we'll take it, I think, for what we know what's coming, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for joining us. We will see you back here tonight.